Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mobile Weekly / Mobile Q&A. We go over all latest news that happened during the week of mobile and answer your questions live. If you have a question you want to ask, just ask it in the comment section down below and I will answer it before the end of my show. Alright guys, if you didn't see, I do want to give a shout out to Newegg. If you aren't subscribed to their YouTube channel, I did my first video in collaboration with them. So please go ahead and check it out, give it a like, thumbs up, and tell them you want more of me on their channel. I think it's a cool opportunity and fun one, even though I was so nervous I almost broke my PS5 in the video, but I'll let you watch that to see it. Alright, now without further ado, let's get to the news. Alright, so the first big news this week is the Galaxy Fold 3 case with an S Pen. Now this is the official Samsung case that's coming out for it, and right away I hope they have another one. So here's my big gripe with it. It covers up the front screen. What's the point of having a front screen then, really? Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, I want to have my front screen. I want it to be there. And the worst part about it is this does not look like the dot matrix kind of screens where you can essentially see through them. And if you're getting a phone call, it'll give you a phone call icon. If you got a text message, it'll give you a text message icon or something along those lines. This just basically looks like a flat out cover. So definitely hoping Samsung has something else up their sleeve, because to be quite honest, this is not the greatest case for me. I love the ingenuity of keeping it on the edge. I think that's a really good idea. But if you're gonna have a screen like this, have it be like the old-fashioned ones where you gave us a square plastic display so we can actually see the screen and then see everything we need to have. I think that would have been a much better design. But again, hopefully they will have more cases. I'm hoping they have more of a kind of rugged case for the back. And yeah, I'll have a screen protector on the front. That's what I'm going to put on the front. So I hopefully, you know, they just have one with the, just like this, except without the front cover. Let me know what you guys think. But if I'm going to have an S Pen, I kind of want to be able to have the front available to me. Let me know what you guys think. All right. Then we finally get live leaks of the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. Wanted to make sure I got that right. So the Galaxy S4 Watch Classic was really what I was waiting for with the Classic, because I have the Galaxy Watch 3, same kind of design, but this of course is going to have the new operating system, new Wear OS merging with Tizen influence basically. So I like the way this is looking. It looks like an upgrade of what we already have for the most part. It looks like they went back to the buttons of the Galaxy Watch. The Galaxy Watch 3 had circular buttons at the top, whereas these have more flat buttons, so it looks like you can feel them a bit more. So yeah, I'm very curious to see how this will turn out, quite frankly. But again, more just interested to see what new things are coming up with it. Now, I will be remiss if I didn't point out, of course, this does pretty much conclude one fear that a lot of people had, and that is that it looks like right here, it's not going to be a proprietary, or sorry, it's going to be a proprietary band, most likely by how it looks. This looks like a band that's specifically made for this watch, whereas the Galaxy Watch 3 and every other watch band that Samsung has made since, I want to say, the Gear 2 was the last one that was a proprietary one. Everything's from the Gear 3, Gear S, Gear S1, S2, S3 to the Galaxy Watches have all been regular standard watch bands, so you can put any watch band you wanted onto it. Maybe they're just kind of like, hey, Apple makes so much money off these accessories, why don't we do it too? Which kind of sucks, because I did like that. I mean, you know, you could put whatever kind of watch band you wanted onto the old Galaxy Watches, and that meant whatever kind of band you wanted. You could put a Gucci band on it, you could put a Rolex band on it. With this, if it's proprietary, obviously you're going to have to give what we can get. Of course, there'll be third-party manufacturers that make it, but just not in the vast supplies that you could get otherwise. So that's one thing that I will say is probably the biggest disappointment of the Galaxy Watch 4 series that I've seen thus far. Everything else, though, I can't wait for. All right, and we have a new tipster with leaks on pricing for Europe. Now, for the sake of every person that's thinking about getting the Galaxy Fold 3, I truly hope this is wrong. But with that being said, let's go ahead and check it out. So Sumitech has a decent, reputation on there. So he is saying that it is 2,000. So for one, sometimes some of these websites misinterpret the thing and drive it up. Basically, they do, oh, it's this much in euros or this much in pounds, and do currency conversion. You don't do that. You just do it based on the price. So if it's 2,009 euros, it would be $2,009, essentially $2,000. $2,000 for the Fold 3 would actually be an increase from last year where it was 1,980. Now this could be an increase due to shipping it to Europe. Maybe, just it's costing more to do everything. So maybe they're increasing the European price. But if it's $2,010, I know people are not going to be happy about that. And even with the 2 trade-in phones, I think people would be very upset if it actually increases in price when everyone is expecting a decrease in price for the Fold 3. If the Fold 3 is actually at 2,000, I truly do believe, and this is as a Samsung super fan, it will bomb. I truly do believe it will not sell anywhere near where Samsung expects it to sell. But there is light at the end of this tunnel because they are also saying that the Galaxy Watch Z Flip 3 is coming in at 1,029 euros. So if we're getting this watch at $1,000 price point, $1,000, $1,050, whatever, that is amazing. Like, that will sell out. That I truly do believe will sell out. And I would gladly pay, the $100 more for the with the 256 gig model, because, the 128 gig model obviously isn't the best for everyone, but 256 gig is going to be more for most people. I think I have to have 256 gig if my main phone. I think my actually S21 Ultra, let me see on my storage right here. I have actually 268 gigs taken up currently right now on my phone. So that's why I have the 512 version. But this phone would be I would have to take some out or kind of convert some stuff. But yeah, I am happy with that price. If it's $1,000, I think, though the Fold 3 might bomb, I think the Flip 3 would do amazingly well at that price. At $1,000, basically, $1,000, $1,050, would you buy a Galaxy Z Flip 3? Let me know in the comment section because that price is really good. Be very, very happy with that price. And I would probably get the green and black. All right. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh, yes. The S22. So right now there are talks of it having another sensor, and this is a 50 megapixel sensor with the RGBW. So that's a little unique. I thought one thing that I definitely will give credit where credit's due, that Huawei did a really good job of changing up the sensor to RYB. Instead of green, they used yellow, which did bring a lighter tone, but not everyone said it was as accurate. So bringing just a white added boost to it, basically, for possibly, I'm guessing, low light areas, is a very interesting factor. Now, the question really with this sensor is, where would it go? As of right now, we still expect it to have a 200 megapixel sensor for its main camera. So, although it could definitely be for a telephoto, the biggest thing that I would love to see is give me an amazing wide angle camera, and that I would just absolutely love to see. A wide angle camera, 50 megapixel, that's great in low light. That is something that I think would be so well done if executed correctly. So let me know what you guys think, but for me, I want a better wide angle camera in 2022. We've gotten a great telephoto, and believe me when I say telephoto, it's just so much better to have a good one. I was recently shooting with an iPhone for a project, and I was shooting it side by side with my Note, or no, not my Note, my S21 Ultra, and it was just like, dude, this iPhone with its 3x zoom, get out of here. But with the S21, 5 times was great, 10 times was amazing. It was just so much better quality. It's not even close. So the iPhone is supposed to get a better zoom this time around, but I really want to see also a better wide angle camera. So very curious to see how it goes. All right, I know some of you may be on this already, but I did want to bring it to everyone's attention. Now, I'm not the biggest believer in change.org and petitions and everything like that. I don't quite often, frankly, feel that it gets anything done in terms of, just I feel like you can get a petition started and just have some people sign it to agree with you. But still, it's interesting when it gets a large amount of numbers. And as of right now, let's refresh it, see if it's changed. 27,749 people have signed saying for the first half of 2022, they want a Note instead of an S series. Now there's something that I didn't know was an option here. To actually, basically their whole plan is to say, let's alternate every year. Let's have a Note, then let's have an S series. Let's have a Note, then let's have an S series. Me, I don't agree with this at all, to be quite honest. I want the S series to be for everyone, the good enough phone, or to even great phone. I want the Note series to be the absolute best phone. Like the Note, the reason why it cannot be replaced by the Fold is because the Note had the best battery life. It had the best camera. It had the top speed. It had the fastest RAM, storage, everything. The Note always had the best of the best for that year. The Fold doesn't. It just doesn't. It's innovation, it's new, it's wow factor, but it doesn't have the best of the best. That is what the Note means. That's why people want the Note. They don't want the Note because it is an S phone with the S Pen. They want it because they know if they get that phone, it's the best phone almost every year. So yeah, for me, I don't agree with this concept. I do think it's a cool concept. It's very unique. Would I want a Note as soon as the beginning of next year? Absolutely. Like, I want a Note as soon as I can get it. I want a Note 21, or probably they're just going to do it again and go to Note 22. I think it makes sense to keep doing the number the same as the year. So S21 in 2021. S22 in 2022. I think it just makes sense. You got there because of what you did, so now let's keep it there. But yeah, I really am so excited. And again, as of right now, Samsung's chief, or was it I forget his exact title. I think it's Samsung President of America, has said, DJ Ko, has said that we will be getting a Note next year. So I'm definitely all for that, but it really is just, I want it as soon as I can get it, and I want it to, when I buy it, I know it's the best of the best, like I used to. All right, and then we go to some tablet news, and again, this always brings up my same topic, and that is that, of course, Apple and Samsung are the top leaders in tablets, but again, what most people don't realize is that Apple is still a small market share of the entire tablet market. Now, what I mean by that is when you add up the entire tablet market, Apple's at 35%. Now, that's more than their phones is on the smartphone market, which they own, I think, 30%. It's more of their computers are, which I think in the global market, their computers are about 15% or 20%. So 35 is the most that they have there, right? But if you add up the top 3 Androids, they already outsell iPads. So that's always the thing that I'm always quick to point out in terms of, in terms of Android tablets, yes, they still sell. Like, I get so annoyed with snobby tech YouTubers saying that, like, oh, they still sell those. Yes, they do. They sell more of them than iPads, actually. Good job doing your research. But it really is such a growth that Samsung had year over year because, of course, Samsung does have more affordable and a wider range of tablets. But quite frankly, they also have the better looking tablets in terms of screens. Yes, Mini LED is a great technology and it definitely stands out. But overall, I would still say your viewing experience on a tablet is best with an OLED, which Samsung still does really, really good. And of course, you can get OLED in something like the Tab S5e, which isn't the most expensive version of their tablets. So it's just a difference of how it's going, basically. But yes, Samsung did have the most growth by far year over year in terms of between Apple and Samsung. But the funny thing is that Lenovo and Amazon really killed Huawei's growth, basically. Everything that Huawei did, of course, has gone away in terms of the tablet market. They are no longer relevant because of the fact that they dropped tremendously without Google services. So they're pretty much an afterthought now compared to what they were, which again, what they were was competing right there with Samsung. Last year, this time, we had Samsung and Huawei outselling Apple. But Huawei has since taken a huge hit and is nowhere near that mark anymore. All right. And then finally, I did want to report on this one because I thought it was interesting. Something you probably don't think of or anything like that. But I wonder who here has the oldest Android operating system. For any of you watching and you have an older phone, what version of Android do you have on that phone? I doubt you have Android 3.0, which is Android Honeycomb, or Android 4.0, which is Ice Cream Sandwich. Because if you do, those are going to be cut off, basically. Those phone versions are deemed too insecure to keep supporting because of how old they were and they can't be updated to newer software. So basically, they are no longer going to be supported. Again, this is like first generation. I mean, Android 4.0 came out with the Galaxy Nexus, which was before the Galaxy S3. So I don't know if any of you have a phone that old. Kudos if you do, because that was kind of cool. But yeah, there is no phone, I think, really that probably most people are using that have this operating system. If anything, most of you may have the oldest might be Jelly Bean, but I doubt anyone has a 4.0 version left. So yeah, but that one is going to be going away, just letting you guys know. All right, guys, and that is the news today. Now, if you have any questions you want to ask, just ask them in the comment section down below, and I will answer it before the end of the show. All right. Hey, Ricky, what's up? Hey, sir, what's up? Yo, I hope everyone has a great weekend. I hope you are too. I just realized I'm still filming at 1080p at 24 frames per second, which I normally don't do. Hey, thank you, Quiet Storm, for linking to the PS5 video that Ricky hosted. It was a lot of fun. Again, I do not know if I'll be back. It was just a fun, quick thing. I do want to note that I had less than an hour of setup and filming, script writing, everything. Less than an hour. So, just saying. For what it was, I thought it was really good. but hopefully if I can do more, I would definitely do more. Is it worth getting the Galaxy Fold 3 if you have a Galaxy Fold 2? Interesting. So, would it be worth it to get the Fold 3 when you have the Fold 2? I would say the Fold 3 is going to add waterproofing, bigger battery. It's going to have the same exact camera. It will have S Pen support, and it will have a better and improved interior screen. So the glass is going to be even better. Obviously, waterproofing is, you're not going to have to watch out for it as much. What else though? I mean, S Pen support, obviously, if you want to write with an S Pen, that is going to be there. But those are what, 4 things? Those are the only 4 things I could really think of. The front-facing cameras, the rear-facing cameras, none of those have improved. They're all the same. The interior camera is going to be under display, so you would have a more immersive viewing. But overall, that quality will be going down. So in the front camera, 4 megapixel interior front-facing camera. And if you want a better one, you can just close your screen and have the same exact one that you had last year. So if those things are important to you, we have waterproofing, we have S Pen, we have a better screen in terms of the glass feel, and was that it? I think that was it. S Pen, yeah. So that's it. That's what we're getting. So if that's it for you, then I would say yes. If not, then no. Not interested in the Flipper Fold this year. Thank you for turning me on to Anchor Power Port 3 Nano. Turned out to be a great deal. Thank you. Hey, man, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Awesome. Whoa, Biggs. Thank you so much for your super chat donation, man. I always appreciate it. I never take it lightly. I mean, you are such a big supporter of the channel, and I want to say thank you so much. Thank you. Again, if you have any questions, please ask them. They just should make the Note Ultra S22 Note Ultra. Yeah, combine the names and then one phone to rule them all. I mean, yeah, I want a pen inside my phone, guys. I just want a pen inside my phone. I'm tired of the S Pen standing for side pen. You know, this is a pen on my side. I'm ready to commit. I'm tired of having the pen on the side and just getting it when I want it, you know, thinking of myself and it's always out in the cold. I'm ready to commit. I'm ready to commit to an S Pen inside the phone. That's all I'm saying. The things that are said here. Note instead of a note. That's tricky. LOL, make the Note Optimum Ultra. Oh, like the LG Note, basically? No. Nano Note, Note Mini, Super Note, Supernova? I don't know. Ultra Note, Elite Note, Galaxy Note Elite, for those that want more. Speaking of tablets, did I miss your video on the Samsung tablet turning to a Switch Lite? No. So I shot 3 videos last weekend. Shot them all. I don't know why. I don't know how. Audio was messed up on all of them. So I have to reshoot those. And, you know, I was part of the editing process for the Newegg video yesterday, and then today had all stuff for my wife's birthday and all that kind of stuff, extravaganza. So yeah, did not have a chance to do videos yet, so I'm hoping to do some either tomorrow or something along those lines, because definitely need to film those videos again. I filmed that video. I filmed the video on the on a GPS tracker, and then I also filmed a video on Good Luck. So those 3 videos, gone. So it's just one of those heart crushing things where like audio was going up and down, so I thought it was good, but it was just all staticky. I don't know what happened. I've tested it since. It worked just fine the next day when I was doing some voiceover. I don't know what happened. Sucks. Really sucks. But yeah. All right. I have an old Galaxy Tab S. Will it be supported? Tab S had like Android 5.0 or 6.0 on it. Yeah, you're totally fine. I still have a Galaxy S4 lying around somewhere. Wow. Galaxy S4, I do remember that one. I have the camera that came out around that time, the Galaxy camera, and that came out around the same year, I think. My son has a Galaxy Tab 4, still on Honeycomb. Oh man, so the Honeycomb one is actually it. The Honeycomb one will no longer be supported. Are you sure it has Honeycomb, Android 3.0? That's old school, man. Oh, replacing it with 32 gig Fire Tab. Okay, it was on sale for $70, definitely. Because my first time buyer, home shopping network. There you go. If you guys haven't, I think I've talked about it before, but go ahead and check out Woot, WOOT from Amazon. Basically, you know how people buy like from Wish and it typically isn't really good, especially when it comes to electronics? Woot is like Amazon's version of Wish, but it's from Amazon, so it's a much better quality. And they have really good deals. They had some recently on some Samsung devices and other things, so check it out, Woot. It's an app you can download, and you can sign in through your Amazon account. Whoa, KLVSD makes me feel cheap now. No, honestly, any super chat is always, I always appreciate it. It's just, again, I don't expect those kind of things, so it's just always a cool thing for any of you guys to do it. So thank you guys for your support, no matter what it is. I don't care if it's 50 cents or whatever it is. I always appreciate it, definitely. Still on KitKat, that is 4.4. KitKat, I remember. I just remember KitKat being 4.4, because it was 4.0 was ice cream sandwich, 4.1 was jelly bean, or 4.1 or 4.2? Okay, now I'm second guessing myself. 4.4 was KitKat, I remember that. So maybe it was 4.3 was jelly bean. And then, yeah, 4.4 was KitKat. Does it have a bigger battery? Yes, the Fold 3 does have a slightly bigger battery than the Fold 2, if I'm not mistaken. Google and Android version. I have an old... Oh, you do... You have the Moto Zoom. If I'm not mistaken, that was the very first Android tablet. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Moto Zoom was the very first Android tablet, followed by the Samsung Galaxy Tab, the very first one, the very first Galaxy Tab. Then it was the Asus and the Acer. I think the Acer was first, and then it was the Asus. But those were the 4 first Android tablets. My first was the original Galaxy Tab. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, those were the first tab. I think Moto Zoom was first, and then the Galaxy Tab 10.1 and 7.0. I think Samsung had 2 come out. They were the first ones to test the smaller variant as well. No, not an hour to set up for the video, an hour total. So that's setup and filming, all in less than an hour. So yeah. So hey, if you think it's a good quality, that's what that much time. That much time. I also have a Note 4, but I don't remember which OS is on it. on that. Note 4, I believe, was Kit Kat starting off, but I'm sure it upgraded later. What did I miss? Everything, Jonathan. Everything. Why not having a Z Fold 3 Ultra with better cameras and a higher price? Well, how much higher are they going to go, really, right? So here's the thing. If you have a higher price than what you currently have, again, what we went over earlier was the European prices are pointing to the Fold 3 to be $2,000, which is way more than everything else we've heard. However, they say that the Flip 3 would be $1,029, $1,050. So for $1,000 price range, the Flip 3 is a great price. But $2,000 is too expensive for a Fold 3 with the upgrades that it has. It really is. Like, especially when you can get a Fold 2 for so much cheaper now. So for me, I don't know how much higher they would go in price. Would I buy it if they charged me $200 more for a better camera? Absolutely. Absolutely, I would buy it. Because again, then I'm getting a better phone. That thicker camera too would hopefully give me a thicker fold, which also would give me a thicker battery. So I'm all for that. But I don't think that's what we'll have. So we'll see. Yes, S22 Note Ultra Flip Fold 4 with Rigsby. I love it. I don't think it's ready for Rigsby, but we'll see. I finally got a new Rigsby shirt. My old one had worn out that I had, so I finally got a new Rigsby shirt. And if you haven't shopped merch, hey, we got some merch. Let's see. Yes, all of the support is appreciated, definitely. What accessories do you have for your Galaxy Tab S Plus? What is the case that you use with it? Let me get it out. So the case that I have for my Galaxy Tab S Plus is the Samsung case. It is the first time that I've ever said that a Samsung keyboard case has been good in the past 3 years. Because I think they've been overpriced and they've never been wide enough. This one, again, because of its size, is perfect. It is a 12.2 inch display, therefore giving it a huge keyboard. I mean, this is basically a regular size keyboard. Then you have this hinge that's pretty nice. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic. And it does a very good job of keeping the tablet nice and simple. And then you cover up the pen so you always have it when you need it, and it can come out very easily. So yeah, love it. Definitely like it for that. I also have a 512 gig SD micro SD card in there. So those are the must-have accessories for me, in my opinion, for this one. Until I get a Tab S8, hopefully in September, but we'll have to wait and see how that chip shortage is going. I had the Moto Zoom, got that in 2010 for my son, lasted a few years, to my daughter dropped it in 2014, then got two Tab 4Ss, or two Tab 4s, now to be two Fire Tabs. Completely understand, man, for sure. I wouldn't pay $2,000 for a phone. I don't think most people would, to be quite honest. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing that you have to realize, which is why I'm worried. Samsung, their internal talk is they expect to sell as many foldables as they would have sold Notes. I think they're in for a rude awakening. We'll see. And again, I have to reiterate, because I sound like I've been bagging on the Fold 3 for so long, or at least it feels that way to me. I'm a fan of Samsung. I really am. The Note was perfect. Like, the Note, you didn't need to mess with it. You just needed to keep improving it. And we would have been happy. But, you know, to replace the Note with the Fold, again, blame it on the chip shortage is what JK DJ Co did. But you know, we'll see. But yeah. Oh my goodness, they couldn't give me a bit more time to prepare for that video. Yeah, I know, right? Just saying, remember how cool we thought it was when Ice Cream Sandwich Android finally came to Android phones? LOL. You were you were too of the phone world. LOL. Plus rooted. Yes, no, I remember it because my second smartphone. No, sorry, that was my third smartphone. So I was in Verizon, right? So I went through three Verizon phones. The Moto Droid, I had the first Moto Droid. And when I was thinking about upgrading to the Moto Droid 2 or 3, the first LTE phones were coming out. So Verizon had the three phones. They had the HTC Thunderbolt, which died in like 5 hours because of the battery life. It sucked. It had the LG, I think it was Optimus LTE. It was just, the generic LG phone. And then you had the best of them, which was the Samsung Charge, which had an AMOLED display, right? So it was the first AMOLED display it had. But that was okay. But again, the battery life still wasn't good. That was the best battery life, and that was at 7 hours. So it wasn't that good because it's LTE. But my third phone was the Galaxy Nexus, which is, again, why I'm so excited about the Pixel 6. I'm not saying the Galaxy Nexus was the last time they partnered up with hardware and software, but it was perfection at that time. Like, there was no phone better than the Galaxy Nexus at the time. And then, the S3 came out the next year and dominated everything. But that was such a great phone, and that's why I'm so excited for the Pixel 6, because I think that's going to be a true combination again of Samsung's hardware and Google's software put into one phone, and we're going to have the Pixel 6. Oh yeah, I did like the joke about the one that never called back in the video. Yes, I have a hilarious joke, which I don't think my wife has seen the video yet, if I'm not mistaken. But there is this hilarious joke where, I say a joke basically on there, and I'm like, and we all know we might never see it again. Like that one girl that said she would call back, but she never did. Actually, it was funny. I did see a comment on that. They were like, how did he know about the girl? So I thought that was the funniest comment I saw. Besides me trying to gorilla open a PS5. That was a big comment. They're like, dude, what the hell? I was nervous, okay? I had to do it quickly, and I was like, get out, I have to do this. And so, yeah. I was pushing it down, by the way. I wasn't just opening it like this. I know the camera cuts made it seem like I was just opening it like this, but I was opening it down and that way. So yes, I was doing it right. Just the camera cuts. Just camera cuts. I wonder how good will the keyboard case be on the 8 Ultra? Well, yeah, if the 8 Ultra is the rumored 14-inch tablet display, that keyboard's going to have like a numpad. I mean, it's so big. Or it might honestly, it might not have the numpad, but it might honestly have this taken all the way up to the arrows. Like, you might have separate arrow keys and everything like that. Like, it might be legit. So can't wait for that. Ricky, you need to be president of Samsung and run the company right. If I was president of Samsung, we would buy Apple. Just saying. That's how much better we'd be doing. We'd have enough money to buy Apple. So yeah. When is the Pixel 6 coming out? October. The Pixel 6 will be coming out in October. Granted, the chip shortage and everything goes well, it will be announced in October or late September, but typically it comes out in October unless something happens. But yeah. All right, guys, we are winding down, but fire in your last questions before the end of the show, and hopefully I can get some videos started to be filmed after this, and hopefully the sound will go good this time. Hello, will I be able to order the Watch 4 on the 11th after the Unpacked event? Is the 11th? Oh yeah, it is the 11th. Why did I think it was already going to be coming now? Yes, you will. You will be able to order it that same day. If you registered, you should be fine. We have a link for the reserve. Use that link to reserve. It's for everything that's coming out that day, so that includes the watches and the phones. So yeah, as long as you do that, you're good. Let's see. Yeah. Are you starting conspiracy theories, Quiet Storm? I love Samsung Capsule Corp. Yes, that's awesome. Galaxy Watch 4, how much? 42, 42 millimeters, not inches. 42 inches is a TV. 42 millimeters, that would be, I don't know. I think we covered the prices on the watches 2 weeks ago. But they were rumored to be $50 more, I think, for each. So yeah, I think that we're looking at the high 300s for the smallest ones, and the high and low 400s for the middle, and then the highest ones will be in the $500 price range. 51st, who know what? Yes, so I think that is Paul mentioning it this time. So yes, we will talk about 51st date questions. If you haven't heard about this app already, I talked about it every week as a shameless plug. It is the app I created. 51st Date Questions is a great app for a first date on an icebreaker to get to know someone, or if you want to just have a night out with your lovely significant other and want to see what they're thinking about in terms of life and questions and see if you know them. 51st Date Questions is available on Android and iOS, and link in the description down below. LOL, yeah, millimeters. Yes, of course. But yeah, again, we covered it like 2 weeks ago, but I want to say like the bigger one, which I believe was like 44 or 46 millimeters, was like something like in the $400 price range. And I think the 44 or 42 was in the 300s price range. But again, I don't remember exactly. How much do you know about nothing earphones? I mean, they're worth nothing. No, it's a really cool design, and I really like the idea of it. But man, can you tell this guy started OnePlus, because so much hype built into it, right? Which is great. The guy knows how to draw a pipe. But I mean, we're back to the raffle thing and everything like that. It's just like, they had their first, I think it was 50 people that could buy it recently. And it, of course, went like that. It sold out, and now everyone's just waiting for them again. So I just don't like that. I mean, I know OnePlus did it the same way, but I just feel like, dude, if you don't have like 1 million of these to sell, then wait. Wait till you get the 1 million. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of like, I mean, not even 1 million, like 10,000, 100,000, whatever. But it's just like, I don't know. I don't like that part of how he builds up the hype. I mean, the look is great. They offer a lot of good quality for $100, but we are going to have reviews on 2 headphones from both Pixel and from Clear. They do a really good job overall quality too. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes. But yeah, nothing headphones are very interesting. But like I even might choose like the Sound Core headphones from Anchor, that are just really good overall sound quality and all-around one. So depends on what you need. Thank you, Ricky, for another fantastic show. Truly the best. Thank you, Paul. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, guys, I think that'll be it this week. Again, if you can support go to the Newegg video, like it. If you can, subscribe off of the video. So when you subscribe on a video, it actually gives that video credit for the subscription. So if you can do that, that would help out. And definitely comment. Tell them, like, do more videos with the YouTube Tech Guy. Just say that. Do more videos with the YouTube Tech Guy. And then maybe I'll be back, and maybe it'll be lots of fun, and maybe they will be okay with me not breaking another PS5. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really did appreciate it, and good times, good times. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, we will have more videos during the week. Thank you again. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.
Thank you so much again for watching. Make